My dear students of class 9A and 9B, today's class is for a new lesson. I shall introduce you. Already in my previous class I introduced that lesson. The name of the lesson is Ideas, the new ideas and religion. Here there are some points. Please look at it. Rise of the trading class, corruption in religion, Jainism, Mahavira, preachings and Mahavira. First point, rise of the trading class. What is rise of the trading class? You know, the Aryan people, suddenly they shifted. Actually, they were pastoral people, you know, but they shifted from pastoral to more subtle agrarian lifestyle. Naturally, trade flourished, and expansion of trade and commerce helped them to make their own guilds. Naturally, guilds gained more importance in the society. But in spite of being important in the society, guilds could not gain much dignity in the society. The importance of guilds were becoming far down in the hierarchy. As a result, many of the members of the guilds were increasingly becoming very much frustrated and were trying to to break out of the shackles of the caste-ridden society, because society and its casteism became more and more conservative. That's why no one within the circle of caste-ridden society would think a new things, leaving the old traditional system. That's why everyone did not allow anyone else to introduce a new system. And hence, in spite of being rich, prosperous, the trading class people and the members of the guilds had no importance. The guilds initially were given importance, but they were not given much more conveniences, extra advantages and concessions. That's why this very guild felt frustrated and wanted to break out the circles of the caste-ridden society. And next point, corruption in religion. Corruption in religion means religion and religious practice was completely dependent on the conservatives. How did people practice? What kind of things they would practice? What type of preachings and teachings they would have to follow? How much amount of money they would have to pay? Each and every part of things were instructed by the priest class people, means the Brahmins. Since the Brahmins dominated the entire system of religious, practices and religious rituals, it enabled them to make huge money. So these Brahmin class people became prosperous, rich and wealthy at the cost of rich people in the society, rich people of the society. That's why, my dear students, it was not affordable to the common people to be a part of religious ceremonies, rituals, and festivals because they could not spend money. Naturally, they were deprived of practicing their religious rites. That's why society, since society was, caste ridden, that's why there was something should have been changed. A necessary change was very much required in the society. Under such scenario, two social reformers, two religious reformers were born, but they were born as the members of rich and royal families. They were not born social reformer, religious reformers, or religious leaders. They were born as children of rich and well families. But after few days acquaintance with their family members, they realized that the life full of happiness, prosperity, reach, amusement, recreation was nothing but for few days game in the society. So the real life they should find it out. They should find out the real life where they would do better works for the common people, and they would remove all kinds of inequality from the society, and they would do something better for the common people. That's why under such scenario, two reformers, appeared before the common people to protect them from being, misguided, or from being deprived of their rights. They now raised questions about the rights of the common people. They raised hue and cry against the system of performing rituals, yajunas, by by taking many gifts, many valuable things from the rich people. They vehemently protested against that system. They openly declared that that kind of act of religious practices was nothing but a curse for the human beings. It was nothing but a curse for the life of human beings, and it should be immediately stopped. Where common people did not have any access to enjoy or to be a part of this kind of religious festivals, ceremonies, yajunas, that that type of religious ceremonies, festivals, and rituals had no importance in the society, because rituals should be successfully organized only when all group of people would be able to participate it, would be able to attend it. But a group of people who are lagging behind, who did not have money to spend, they were not allowed there to attend the rituals or festivals under the dominion, under the influence of the Brahmins. How is it? Immediately it should be stopped. So this act of misery brought a remarkable change in the entire system of religion and religious practices under the you know under the special care of the two religious reformers, Gautama Buddha and Mahavira. The next one, Jainism. Jainism, this concept, a religious concept, who was the founder of Jainism? It is said that Bardhavana Mahavira was the founder of Jainism. But who was the first Tirthankara? According to some historians, the first Tirthankara was The first, according to some historians, the first Tirthankara was, Rishabh Deva. The first Tirthankara was Rishabh Deva. And now who was the 23rd Tirthankara? The 23rd Tirthankara was, Parsvanatha. Parsvanatha was the 23rd Tirthankara, and who was the last and 24th Tirthankara? Vardhavana Mahavira was the last and 24th Tirthankara. And it is said that he introduced the new religious concept, Jainism, which became very much popular among the Jains. Jains followed it strictly, the preachings and teachings of Mahavira, and not to tell a lie, not to steal, not to harm the sentiments of others, and not to make any inequality. This type of teachings and teachings of Lord Mahavira encouraged a number of Jains. So millions of Jains, they became a part of this religious concept introduced by Mahavira, Jainism. And next point, what do you know about Mahavira? Who was Mahavira? Mahavira was born in the year 540 BCE in Kundogram, near Vaishali in Bihar. And this very personality actually belonged to a very rich family. His father Siddhartha was the son of a local. His father Siddhartha was the chief of a Lichavi, Kshatriya clan. Siddhartha, the father of Mahavira, was the chief of a Kshatriya clan. They were Kshatriya, they belonged to Kshatriya family, and his mother Trishala belonged to the royal family of Lichavi. He was married to Yashoda in order to divert his attention from asceticism. At the age of 30, Mahavira, decided to leave behind all the family ties in search of spiritual truth. 12 years of rigorous penance and meditation led him to enlightenment, and he achieved such immense control that he became to be known as the Jina, or the conqueror of the five senses. His followers are known as Jains. This great personality, Mahavira Jain, introduced a new religious concept, Jainism, and encouraged millions of people to be a part of this religious concept, Jainism. Jainism was acceptable to the common people because of its simple explanation with the language Prakrit. Earlier, the Brahmin or first class people gave importance to the language Sanskrit, but Sanskrit was a very hard language for the common people. They could hardly understand the meaning of the explanation and interpretation done by the Brahmins during rituals and during other religious festivals. But the common people thought that they should have an alternative language to understand. Since they could not understand, since they were unable to understand the meaning of different religious explanation and interpretation done by the Brahmins, because they only could explain the inner meaning of Sanskrit, but both in Sanskrit also. But the common people, they did not have any knowledge. That's why they had to depend on a new language, their common language, through which they could communicate their thoughts. They could understand the meaning of any explained portion of religious paras by the religious reformers or religious leaders. That's why they gave importance to a new language that was Prakrit. Prakrit was the language introduced by the Jains, and as a result, the common people, means general people who lived in the society, they by gaining knowledge through prakit, they achieved uh, they achieved success, and ultimately they gained five senses. Five senses. Ultimately, the Jains made it possible, and they made it popular among the common people, and those who became its follower, they all were considered as Jains. These Jains, Mahavira traveled during his presence, during his life. Mahavira traveled various places of India, all over Gangetic plains, in the areas of modern Bihar and eastern part of Uttar Pradesh. His first sermon was at Mount Biful in Rajgriha, the capital of Magadha, and he was now Lord Mahavira. It is said that the emperors of Mahavira, the emperors of Magadha, mean Bindisara and his son Ajatsattu, reserved him as their guru after traveling and teaching for about 35 years, or sorry, not 30 years. Mahavira, 30 years, Mahavira attended Parinivarna at the age of 72 as Pavha, means Rajgriha in Bihar, and had approximately 72 years old during the time that Parinivarna occurred near Rajgriha, Bihar, and 44,000 followers he left, who made it popular and pressed various centers. They established a number of centers, and from there they started preaching the concept of Jainism, and made one of the most important centers of Jainism that was established in Vaishali, Mithila, Angaz, Champa, Koshala, and Avanti. These were the most important places from where the preachings and teachings of Jainism started, and a number of followers, a number of saints were given responsibility to preach the teachings and teachings of Jainism, and they successfully had done it. As a result, Jainism became popular, acceptable among the people, and almost all people were able to understand the meaning of the interpretation and explanation of Jainism. Up to this, my dear students, thank you.